Okay, hello. So this is going to be a reading for Sagittarius. I was being guided in the meditation. First, I felt like I was being told to do another reading for Sag and Scorpio together. And then it came that it's just for Sag, and then there's another one for Scorpio that will be separate. I'm also being guided to do this reading differently, this one differently as well. These pink cards, I am not taking reversals on these. I've never specified that. I've never really clarified that. But this time around, I'm not taking reversals on these. And, okay. And this is, as of now, it's a general reading, so let's just see where it goes, I guess. So Spirit, okay. Okay, so right now we already are seeing commitment coming, balancing act, heal money issues. The time is now, soulmate connection, and winter solstice. So before we get into all of this, I actually want to talk about the meditation briefly. I went into a meditation and I wasn't picking up on anything that was really prominent. Nothing really stood out. I don't know if you can hear that. It's crows out there chirping, just talking away. And there's also another bird out there. It's like smaller birds, more of like a light chirping, that are out there talking to each other. And between the crows and the chirping, I just heard a lot of birds talking. I was like, I wonder if there's something to that. I'm also being guided to use another deck. Oh, wow. And there's this other one that okay, we'll get there in a second. So we're going to see if there's anything about that, but it was just lots of birds chirping. And when I hear or see a lot of crows, I always take that as a sign or a signal from God and from our ancestors in the spirit realms. Truth be told, every time I see them, depending on what's happening in my life, depending on what phase I'm going through, or what needs to be awakened, or what needs to come to a close, the message that I feel the blackbirds or the crows carry is different. I think that it can change, and I think it can vary moment to moment. A lot of people see crows, blackbirds as a sign of death. Obviously, we know that the death card is a sign of change and transformation. So that could be an indication that something is coming to a close, something needs to come to a close, or something needs your attention in order to move on to another chapter. All of those other little birds out there chirping, it's October currently. It's October 2nd today, but you know, this can find you whenever, if ever. But those little birds, they remind me of spring. They remind me of spring. They remind me of a new beginning. The flowers blossoming, the sun starting to peek through the clouds, the rain clearing, and getting ready to step into a brighter time. So it's very interesting that both birds that I heard very prominently represent something completely different in my mind space. And mind you, as I'm sharing this right now, this isn't what was happening in my meditation. I simply observed the chirps and the all that, right? I simply observed it, but I hadn't processed it. So this is all, this processing right now is happening in real time. But I do find that interesting that they both represent something completely different, yet are both very similar. And if we were to put that into like a visual aspect, or like to try to depict it a little bit better, I'm almost seeing it as the yin yang symbol, the dark and the light within the dark and the dark within the light. And both not only being necessary, but being balanced is crucial. So I'm wondering if there's something to that. That's really all that stood out. So we can move on to the next part, obviously, here with the cards. But we have commitment, coming, balancing act, heal money issues, the time is now, soulmate connection, and winter solstice. Okay. Let's see. Another thing I was noticing, I was feeling an ache. I was feeling an ache in my ring finger on my right hand. And I know that that finger in particular has to do with, because each limb, each part of the body has to do with something energetic and emotional as well. So I know the ring finger on the right hand has to do with relationships, grief, I want to say betrayal, and I felt it aching. So that was something to note as well. And then it went away. As soon as I noticed it, it went away. So, Spirit, what is all of this up here about? What is commitment, coming, and balancing act? We also have 22 and 12. So even though 12 is breaks down to a 3 in numerology, there's still 3 2s there. Okay. Oh, wow. So commitment, coming. Wow, that's, what? I don't think that could be any more obvious. I don't think that could be any more direct. Commitment, coming, and balancing act is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and then the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, so they're saying, I meant what I said and I said what I meant. So this has to do with some sort of commitment coming in the physical world. This could be, because it's the physical world, this could be a commitment to a person, right? A partner. This could be a commitment that you're making to a project, an endeavor, a new job, a business that you've wanted to start. Business that you've been wanting to start, or that you've been wanting to move forward on, maybe. Because I'm also seeing heal money issues. So this commitment, it could be a relationship, obviously. This could even be a commitment to two things, a person and another thing, a job or an endeavor. Something that will be moving quickly. The commitment will either be coming quickly, or once said person or said thing appears in your life, it will move very fast. It can move very fast once it appears, or it may appear very fast and present, I almost said present a challenge to balance or juggle it all, especially if it is two things. It could simply be one thing coming in and then trying to manage that, adding something new, something or someone new into your life, into your routine. Heal money issues, commitment, coming, balancing act, heal money issues. What is heal money issues and the time is now? Heal money issues and the time is now. So we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, as well as the Four of Pentacles in the upright. So again, wow, this is probably one of the most direct, clear, concise, clear-cut messages I've seen. I mean, as we're starting off, obviously, that's how it's coming in. There's some sense of stability in the physical world. Now it says heal money issues, and the fact that we have the King of Pentacles, Pentacles obviously being earth, the King obviously being a very earthly, grounded, stable energy. When he's in the upright, that would be an instability, a lack of control, maybe a lack of control, or foundation, a rocky foundation, an unstable, a faulty foundation, when it's in the reverse. So this very much has to do with your stability in the physical world, with your career, finances, could be living situation, something that has caused you to try to preserve and reserve as much of your energy and resources as possible. With this Four of Pentacles, I like to think of him as like he's holding on for dear life. Like he doesn't want to loosen his grip, because if he loosens his grip, whatever he is holding on to can be taken, or it could fall. And so he holds on tight. But money is an energy. Money will flow. Money has to flow to and fro. So when we hold on to it and we try to preserve it with all our might, we actually prevent it from also coming to us if we're afraid to release it. It's very much tied to our emotions. Money is. Because it's an energy, it's a currency that is based on, how should I say this? Water, the moon, which controls the tides. Okay, that may not be making sense because I'm kind of jumping around as I share that. Maybe I'll share it, go in deeper another day, but just a moment, I need some water. Oh my god. So there's something that has happened that has caused this instability. This actually could have been maybe a lifelong thing or something that you've gone through multiple times. And Spirit is asking you to work on this lack mentality, this lack mindset, because how we do one thing is how we do another. Actually, how we do one thing is how we do everything. So if you were to have a lack mentality when it comes to your financial stability or freedom, and you feel that some things are out of your ability, out of your control, out of your reach, they are not possible, that belief system is like a crack that will start to spread and fester other areas of our minds and life on an unconscious level, though. So that will then start to create a lack mentality in our relationships, in love, in platonic relationships, with family, with our ideas. And in order for everything to flow extremely freely, we need to stay in an abundant energy that is certain everything we need we will have at the exact time that we need it. But I'm getting from this is like a deeper rooted thing, like something stemming from potentially early childhood. This may be something that you want to do some shadow work on. I know that also if you were to see this today, this is the Libra eclipse, I believe, which I guess is great for doing shadow work. So, Spirit, what? It just flew out. I'm gonna put that back because I didn't ask my question. Spirit, what is this commitment and this new opportunity with the Pentacle, this Ace of Pentacles? What is the new opportunity and the new commitment? And this is like a gift. This is like, okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. I dropped one in just a moment. The Three of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Interesting. Can you give me another one, please? What else? What is the commitment? It's something that you can build on. It's something that is... Yeah, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Something that is... It's a team effort. So this could be, again, this could be in work or this could be in your personal life, but obviously here with the Three of Pentacles, we see three people. They're all collaborating. They're working on something. Pentacles being the earthly realm. They could be working on a business. They could be working on a project. This could be working on a relationship, but it is a commitment that you will be making to something. I keep getting that it's involving another person, but I don't, let's see what else we get. But whatever it is, we have the Four of Cups here. So there's something to this Four of Cups being in between the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, because the Eight is about diligence and abundance, being patient. If you were to think about an 8, well, not an 8, but like a 9-year cycle, once we get to the 9, we circulate back to the 1. So the 8 is almost at the place of completion. Obviously in tarot it goes up to 10, but generally in numerology we have about 9 years per cycle, which is why you can be a life path 9, and then whatever comes after that, you know, we reduce it. unless you end up being like an 11 or a 33 or some ascended master number, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about regular, numerology cycle period. So this 8 is close to completion. This is something that you may have been working on for the past 8 years, and you will be receiving this last piece in order to get it to the end of this cycle. This may be something that you've been working on alone. I'm getting with this 4 of Cups, this could be something that you've been working at alone. Obviously, he's sitting here alone. I'm not even going to pay attention to anything else other than what I'm being drawn to at the moment. He's sitting here alone, and he's kind of in his own world. He's in his own world. He doesn't see whatever this cup is. Maybe he's annoyed, maybe he's frustrated, maybe he's too busy and focused working on everything that he's doing to see all of the opportunities and blessings that are around him. And maybe even these things could be trying to present themselves currently, but he's so busy working away, he's not opening himself up to this help or these opportunities. And these are the opportunities that will take him to the next level, to where he doesn't have to just work alone diligently all the time, and every responsibility or weight falls on him. This may be about shared commitments in business, shared commitments in partnerships, and completing this first set of the cycle. Let's see what else. But then we have soulmate connection up here. Again, though, I mean, I don't know, again, whoa. Oh. Soulmate could be a best friend, soulmate could be a business partner, soulmate could be your spouse, you know? So, what do you want Sagittarius to know? Please, Spirit. What would you like them to know? Okay, I just got told to ask something. Is there a positive outcome when this opportunity comes in? Is there a positive outcome for Sagittarius if they take this opportunity? Is there a positive outcome for Sagittarius? The Devil. What else? So what I heard as I started asking that again is, which is interesting, this is so many. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a lot. We're not going to take all of that. But what I was hearing is there's a silver lining in everything as long as you look for it. That very much gives me the vibe of things happen for you, not to you. Tell me more about this Devil. Is there a positive outcome to this if Sagittarius takes this opportunity? If Sagittarius takes this opportunity, is there a positive outcome for them? Is there a positive outcome? Okay. We don't want to share anything. Okay. We'll go over here. This is like so different than I ever do my readings, but I'm just going with the flow today. I'm doing I said, let me be the vessel. Let me be the channel for the word. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not even going to question it. I'm just going to go with it. So, is there a positive outcome? Huh. Oh. So there was something that you have been heavily involved with, attached to, tied to, with this devil card. The devil is illusion, addiction, attachment. It's very earth energy. It's Capricorn energy. Very earthly. And the devil is the illusionist, basically. And the devil really presides over our ego. I use the devil and ego interchangeably. It's synonymous to me. What's interesting is there's a saying, better the devil you know than the devil you don't, right? But something about this is screaming at me that it's like, it's something that you've been involved in and trying to get or wanting to get away from. So I'm getting more now. This is some sort of financial blessing, a new job opportunity, something that is allowing you to finally break free from whatever this thing is that has had you stuck, materially speaking, physically speaking. This could be something that comes in that provides you enough income to be able to get your own place so you can finally move out of a home situation with an ex, your ex-spouse, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. This could be something that opens up an opportunity. We have the Two of Cups here, and we have soulmate connection at the top. So something's coming in, and it may come from a friend, or you could be meeting a new person. You could be meeting somebody that helps open or crack the door to whatever this is. But I see it helps you move away from the devil, and very quickly at that. You make the decision to move away with this Chariot card. The Chariot is swift. We also have Cancer, Cups, Pentacles. You may have been involved with a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn because there's lots of earth energy here. But whatever it is, you choose to move away, and it is in the direction of something that is more fulfilling emotionally. Something or someone. And that, I'm getting that connection is also helping you move further away is we have the devil to the chariot. The chariot is moving away from this devil energy. The chariot is moving towards this Two of Cups energy, this soulmate connection, this friendship, partnership. And from there, then you move to the Six of Swords, which comes right after the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is obviously chaotic, and it's mental anguish, and I look at it like manipulation, narcissistic tendencies. It can be emotional abuse. It can be verbal abuse, which emotional and verbal abuse are basically, in the same category. Is something that messes with your head. What's also interesting about that is I'm going to just give you like a little anecdote really quickly. I went through a really interesting awakening this year, and I've been through a few pretty intense awakenings. I've been, on my spiritual path for some time now, maybe like 8 years or so. And with that, obviously, we peel back new layers of the onion every time we have a rapid change, a rapid shift. And this year, specifically, I was able to really see visually and also energetically what this devil card represents, but in the real world. I was seeing it like I was starting to really understand it as illusion and density. So to make this as quick as possible, I'll just use this table as an example. Obviously, this table is made of earthly matter, right? This is an earthly possession. This is dense. This is dense energy. This would classify as Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, this table here. Same with this wall that's right in front of me that you can't see. Same with the tree outside my window. And it's that dense energy that not only lives outside of us, but it lives inside of our mind. And that's how I look at the Five of Swords. I look at it as though not only is it here, but it's in our mind. It's dense and it's illusionary. So when we start to really look at all of the things that exist in the universe, the atoms, the particles, the chemicals, all of the things that are on the periodic table, the elements, etc., that depending on where a planet is at in the solar system, in our solar system, and then in the galaxy, is going to determine what type of life, if any, is able to exist because of the living conditions, dependent on the warmth, how cold it is, if it's in a place where there's tons of meteors coming in and it has a strong enough gravitational pull that it pulls them in, but then who knows how that starts to mess with the orbit, and maybe that ends up pulling it closer to the sun. There's so many different things, and I don't know if those are the actual specifics of it, but I do know the first part of what I was saying is fairly accurate. So with that being said, the elements are all the same across the board, meaning it's just the conditions, from what we know, I should say, but it's just the conditions under which they exist that are going to determine how they start to manifest. Now we're on Earth, and we are the perfect distance from the sun to be able to not just have life, create life, but thrive on Earth. And that all of those particles and all of those energies that create everything on earth can be found somewhere else. They can be found somewhere else. They might be able to be found in the center of the earth. They might be able to be found on a meteor. They might be able to be found on another planet close by. But they exist somewhere else. They have to. We are not the only planet in the entire universe that has these specific elements. So with that being said, if we as humans are made up of those elements, then this table is no different than I am. It might be composed of different variations of elements. It might have 4 elements, just speaking hypothetically right now, and I may be composed of 15. But this may be composed of 4 of my 15, which means we're not that different. And we are made of the same stuff. And if we're made of the same stuff, but I'm right here and you're right here, this table's right here, and I can't go through the table, but we're made of the same stuff, we are the same thing, then the illusion is that when it's dense, it's not just the particles, it's not just the elements floating through the universe like this. When it becomes more dense, it appears to be something other than me. I appear to be something other than it. But if we weren't as dense, if we weren't in this earthly realm, the energy wasn't condensed by gravity and what have you, we would be made of the same stuff, doing this, floating around whatever space. So I look at the devil as the illusion between me and this table being completely different. We're not. We're the same. Me and the tree being completely different. We're not. The illusion is that we're different. The illusion is that we are not of the same. The illusion is that we aren't whole, we aren't one. And it's this earthly energy, this earthly dense realm where everything densifies that creates that illusion. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Okay. So there's something here where it was mentally keeping you stuck. I'm strongly getting mentally keeping you stuck. You could have been replaying something in your mind. What if I don't stay with this person or this thing? What are people going to think? What if I end up growing and evolving and changing and becoming the person that I'm supposed to be? Are people still going to want to be my friend? Are my friends and family still going to accept me and love me and be kind to me? Or are they going to send me, say weird things under my Instagram posts when I post something that has to do with meditation and yoga? I'm getting strongly something of the mind. I know that was a very long explanation, but hopefully you've been bearing with me. So something strong of the mind. And now that I'm seeing this 2 of Cups, I'm being pulled in this direction of maybe this is something you have been stuck in your whole life. I think I've said that earlier. This could have been a lifelong thing. This could have been a lifelong instability. And I feel as though you could be guided by God or by spirit. I always look at the Chariot as a very, very spiritual card because we have the black Sphinx and the white, and that goes back to the black and the white energy, dark energy, light energy. And I believe I brought this up. This came up in the meditation. The dark and the light. The blackbirds, the crows, and the little baby chicklets out there going cheep, cheep, cheep. So I feel like you've been called by Spirit. You might be being called by God. And this could be a new friend, new set of friends, a new group, a more accepting experience, which helps move you into a place of calm and healing. Can you tell me more, Spirit? So to answer that, it's looking like if you choose to move forward with this, there is a positive outcome. I also just got something about school. You could be in school. We have the Eight of Wands again. Dang, what's going on here? What else, Spirit? You could be in school. You could be meeting somebody at school. Wow. So we have the Eight of Wands, Page of Wands, and then the Devil in the reverse. This is something that helps free you. And this is obviously for Sagittarius. I mean, it could be for anybody, I guess, but the Eight of Wands, this is Mercury. This is information. Sagittarius, it's very fast. It's good information, rapid change. The Page of Wands is the beginning of something new. Maybe something that you've been working on, but it is a new passion for it, something that you've been needing to work on, and maybe it's been feeling dull, maybe you've been feeling stuck or stagnant in it. Something lifts, and this energy is insightful and inspiring again. It's motivating again. That passion inside of you. Sagittarius are very passionate, very, very passionate, is lit up and inspiring again. And the Devil is in the reverse. So this is something that really frees you. Whatever this is. What is this, Spirit? What is this thing that's going to help free Sagittarius? Now I see why they were making me get, whoa, the other deck. Because the Devil wasn't going to be able to come out twice if I kept using that same deck. Obviously. Okay. So, okay, this came out very messy. What is the thing that is going to help free Sag? We have the Two of Swords in the reverse. So this is, when the Two of Swords is upright, it's like indecision. She has this blindfold on. This is Libra energy. So this is balancing or weighing two options out, two choices, a decision, maybe a fork in the road. Which way do I go? When it's in the upright, she has her blindfold on and she may not be seeing things clearly, but she also doesn't necessarily need to see things with her eyes because she has the moon here. Moon represents our intuition. So she leans more into her intuition rather than in her third eye, rather than her earthly eyes, to see things clearly and make a decision. When it's in the reverse, I take that as the decision has been made. Something is clear, the decision is made. The next one we have is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Wow. The Empress. Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So the Nine of Cups, when it's upright. What did I ask? I said, what is the thing? So when the Nine of Cups is upright, this is having a lot of emotional fulfillment. This could be like if you have a wish and you pray on it and you work for it. When it's upright, it is coming true. It's coming to fruition. When it's in the reverse, I usually interpret that as it is not something that you want. I'm also getting with this, if it typically in the upright appears to be good, it appears to be good, it appears to be something that you want, it appears to be a dream come true. When it's in the reverse, it appears that way, but it actually is not. It's unfulfilling. You could be emotionally turbulent. Over here, I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, in the corner. On this side of the swords, the waters are a little bit more choppy. This side is calm. Choppy, calm. And that comes after the Five of Swords, as we know, which is in the head, in the mind. But we also have water here, so this is emotion and mind. So this is something that appears to be like all that glitters isn't gold. That's what I'm getting from this. And there's something about this where you are realizing that what you thought you wanted could be part of one big illusion. And instead of buying into that, instead of feeding into that, you choose yourself. And this Five of Pentacles heading towards the Empress is like, all right, well, if you guys are going to leave me out, or if this thing is going to not be emotionally fulfilling, I don't have to leave myself out. I can choose myself. I'm going to go back to myself where it's warm and fuzzy. And doing that brings you everything that you need, anything you could need, everything you need. And you're able to see clearly that you are what you need. You are what you need. You were always what you needed. This I'm getting is you taking your power back. Starting to understand your power. When you focus on yourself and you pour into yourself, realizing, yeah, you were all you ever needed. So last night I was being called to do a reading and I was so tired. I was like, no, I'm going to just get up early and do it in the morning. And then I couldn't sleep. Go figure. But when I was in here cleaning up, I was being pulled to these self-love cards. And I was like, okay, I'm going to set them out so I don't forget to use them, because I never use these. I might have like just looked through them one time. They came with something. They came with something that was like in a birthday gift years ago. And I just saved them with my tarot stuff. But now that's starting to make sense why they wanted me to do this last night. And use these cards. I don't even, it's literally like 10 tiny little cards. Okay. Give me one of these, please. I have a, oh, these are also pink, just like the other cards up there. Wow. I love and accept myself just as I am. Oh, I had another deck that I was needing to use. There's a lot of decks, actually, that I was getting pulled to use today, and I'm like, what's happening? Why am I getting asked to use so many decks? Or am I supposed to be doing, like, breaking up into different readings? Because I was first going to do one. I thought, like I said, I thought it was going to be a Sag and Scorpio. And then I was like, okay, it's just Sag and then Scorpio is separate. Okay, anything else? And then now I'm feeling like it's like multiple messages. Okay. I am beautiful inside and out. So what you can do is screenshot this maybe and save it to your photos or like your camera roll, like your background, and recite this to yourself 2-3 times a day, every day for the next week. Let's do some chakra wisdom cards. I also have never used these except for, was it yesterday? I used them for the first time and I was like, what? This is what I'm talking about. Like, I keep getting asked to use all these different decks. 4th chakra, heart chakra. Compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift to give myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. Yeah, I just got, now this just could be me, but I just got that your soulmate connection is with yourself. Like, you have become the soulmate that you have sought out in others, maybe your whole life. Like, you are now the person of your dreams. And you're realizing, again, you were all you ever needed. But that's an amazing place to be, especially if you are single and you are looking for a partner or a spouse, because once you become the person you've always wanted or you always needed, that's what you'll attract. You'll attract the same in return. This is also, dang, now I feel kind of bad. I feel like I should have done this last night. And that's probably why I couldn't sleep. I kept just waking up because today is the eclipse, and I have been seeing a bunch of stuff all over TikTok about how you are supposed to be doing a lot of self-love and self-care and shadow work during the eclipse. Granted, it is tonight, so, you know, this will be up soon, but still, I feel like I need to end it because hopefully, you know, you'll get to see it before the eclipse is over. But the eclipse stuff you can do for the entire week after. So, okay, this one. I'm gonna use this one. I also was making sure that this one video uploaded correctly, and I heard the shuffling of these cards. It was so loud, and I'm not good with really loud, obnoxious noises, and it drove me nuts. So I was like, all right, in case there's anybody else out there like myself, I'm going to try to shuffle on my lap. I wasn't in the last ones because my dog was sitting on my lap, but I'm going to try to shuffle on my lap when I can, because that was so loud and obnoxious. And it's just like sensory overload, you know? Hated it. Absolutely hated it. Let's see. And I'm trying to shuffle it a different way right now, and they don't want to shuffle that way. So I just need to shuffle the way that I know how to do. But like, I don't know how people do it. Like, I mean, I do, but I feel like I need to do it on a table. If I do it up here, I can do that. That's really hard to do on my lap. But see, sorry. But that doesn't really shuffle nice and good. I'm gonna do one more. But if you made it this far into the reading and this resonated and it made sense for you, please give it a like. Maybe give the video a comment. Let me know what resonated, or if you're doing any shadow work, any self-care tonight during the eclipse, or if you have any fun plans with your girlfriends, your boyfriends, or girlfriends and boyfriends. And if not tonight, if you're going to be doing anything during the week, because you know you can keep doing your self-care for a whole week after. It still will be just as effective. You can do your shadow work for a whole week after. And I mean, we can be doing shadow work at any time, but you know what I mean. And also that card fell out, but it fell out a way that when it falls out that way, I don't take it. And now nothing's coming out. So I'm like, okay, was I supposed to take that? Spirit, give me one, please. One more. Okay, thank you. Oh, 3. Nice. Oh, 2. Okay, cool. I'm not underestimating my own magic anymore. And isn't that what I was just saying? I literally never use this deck either. Like, I probably have 20 decks in here. I really only use like the same 4 or 5 every time. Magic, power, beginnings, transformation. Transformation, just like the death and rebirth that the crows, the blackbirds, symbolize. This is also a number 8. 8 is about karma, power, money. 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. Or Scorpio is ruled by the 8th house, whichever one you want to say. But obviously that's death and rebirth as well. And what if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? Oh my God, I love this one so much. The moon, duality, hidden gem, secret power. And this is 4. This is 4 is stability, foundation. So leaning more into yourself creates more stability. Moon is about emotions. The more you lean into yourself, the more you accept yourself, the more you pour in and love yourself and give yourself what you need. Give yourself what you've been giving others for God knows how long. The more stable you will start to become. I'm seeing this as stable in the external and the internal. I'm seeing this as emotionally stable. The more you love on yourself and you give yourself the acceptance and the validation that you deserve, the more emotionally stable you become. The more emotionally stable you become, the more you honor your gifts, the more you honor who you truly are, and you walk in alignment with that, the more your external world will become stabilized, because it won't be built on faulty grounds. And I believe I was saying something earlier about a faulty foundation. It will be built on truth. It will be built on authenticity. And that authenticity will attract the people, the clients, the customers, the friends, the partners that align with that truth as well, that will support you in your entirety. Will support you, will support your business. And that feels very stabilizing. That feels grounding. That feels like you have a tribe. Like you have a soul tribe. Like you have a real family. A supportive family. A supportive group. This is your bright red, flashing, fluorescent sign. Screaming. Be yourself. Lean into yourself. Lean all the way in. I'm going to try to put this up here for, hopefully I can use this as the picture. Yeah, lean all the way in. Lean all the way in. Whatever you're doing for self-care, if you made it this far, let me know. I did a hydrofacial today and I did Botox, which was amazing. And I never have done any sort of facial before, but the hydrofacial was absolutely amazing. And for somebody who's kind of afraid of facials, it was a nice stepping stone. I also did a little bit of lip filler, which I'm not really big on doing, but I thought I was never going to do it again. I decided I was going to. I was like, fuck it, what the hell? Might as well. But yeah, it was nice. And now I'm doing this. I'm connecting with my spirit time, my spirit team, and this is how I also pour into myself. This is a commitment that I made to myself to make sure that I'm actively practicing the spiritual gifts and interests that I have, because it brings harmony and peace and balance to my life. So that was my way of doing some self-care today. I'm probably also going to like clean my house and light some candles, hang out with my dogs. But I would love to hear what you are doing today or this week. And this is going to be the cover photo. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will be back with another one later. Bye.